Okay, Wittle Defender, the big question when it comes to summoning. Should you be going and focusing on the regular summons, or be trying to get that new rate-up hero, the Sword Saint Lark? But first, I do want to apologize for yesterday's video, that whole Azure boss there. If you see these things like the wind resistance down and fire resistance down, that's actually going to be doing more damage to the boss. So those are good heroes to pick. I had that one backwards. So back to the whole summon thing. In previous videos, I've mentioned going over to the black market, finding these discounted scrolls for either 210 or 240. And if you are one that you don't have any problem spending money on this is something you still want to do. But if you are really trying to maximize every single gem that you have, get the best stuff possible, you really do want to pull up on this rate up event. It turns out that, as expected with any of these rate up heroes, Lark's becoming incredibly strong once we get some more star levels on it. But given that there's still 16 days left to pull on this, and not to mention we do have that Sword Umbra event going on based by how many times you pull, this is a great opportunity to start dumping those gems into it. But before you start hitting those 3,000, make sure you come over to those value packs there. Buy those 5 at a time. I think it's 1,200 a piece. That's going to be the more cheaper way to go for it, but this is a good way to go in the fact that this is a strong hero. You're going to be guaranteed it at least every other pull, if not getting them back to back. So this is a great way to go and get duplicate copies of this. Yeah, it may seem hard, but the fact that we're going to be guaranteed one after every other mythic pull, it's kind of a nice way to get this thing started up. Also, getting to that 200 pull mark will give you this skin here. It is going to be a 1% increase for all your heroes you have deployed for attack, HP, and defense. And if you do go and hit that one, the next one's going to be 20 more pulls, and that's where you're going to be able to get that avatar image. But before you go and dump all your gems into this, there is one thing you want to keep in mind. That's going to be the treasures for this hero. And yes, it's going to be incredibly difficult to go and get, let's say, them at legendary, but we can actually go and get a guaranteed one at 50 pulls of this thing with having it at epic. Now, I'd say probably for this, unless you're really trying to push chapters, wait for that last day, come over here and start using whatever hammers you have in there to kind of go and see if you can land one of these things for the least amount of gems. I definitely like the embryo better, but if you have the gems to do so, I'd really try to hit both of these things, because once this rate up is up, we're not going to be seeing this for a few weeks before it comes back around in rotation. I'd also say if you are spending, make sure you're getting that enigmatic heirloom there, the whole once a day, come over here and click on this. It seems kind of like a slow progress, but they definitely do add up. So I'd say pull on this thing if you can. When these rate ups first came out, we didn't have the option to use gems on them, so that's why you're seeing a lot of people kind of wail on this to get this thing started up, because it's definitely putting up the numbers. Oh, and by the way, passive stat is going to increase your crit rate, so that's another big added addition for a reason to get this. But if you want to do better in the Azure Exorcism, make sure you take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.